Hello and welcome to everybody who's joined the Agile Hive review for September. As usual, I'm going to present to you what our team has managed to implement into Agile Hive in the last 4 weeks. As you might have noticed when you entered this meeting already, we are recording this review. So in case you don't want to appear with your picture, just in case if you want to say something, then turn off your camera and then say something so that your picture won't be picked up for the stream. All right, the next review will be on the 22nd of October, so in about 4 weeks again. Yeah, I hope I will see you all there, but I am not there, so one of my colleagues is going to present the next review. All right, so let's start with what we managed to implement. There are some small features that will make it into this release, or it might just be the next one because it's currently still in review in our code review process. It is the hide parent issues in report feature. So, as you all know, this is the current view of the issue or the PI overview of the ART, the large solution or the solution and the portfolio report, where we grouped all the issues for this level, in this case, the ART-Vs issues here. We grouped them beneath their linked parent issue. And when we implemented or when we will release this feature, you will have the possibility to eliminate the parent issue here and have a view like this, like it's a plain view of all the issues in the current PI. There, they will be ranked at first by our standard ranking mechanism, WSJF, and then the ART issue key, or the issue key in that respected project. But we are working on the individual ordering for that right now. So as I just said, this might not be in the release 370, which we're going to release this week, as this feature in particular is still in the code review process. So fingers crossed, maybe it'll make the cut. Maybe it will be in 3.71. So next feature. We were able to implement the ordering or custom ordering of our unplanned issues backlogs in the breakout board and also on the roadmap, the only 2 places where we have our own backlog implemented. And as you all know, there's the possibility to select quick filters from the current board that you're on and apply them to the issues that you can see in the backlog there. Up until now, it was not possible for a quick filter, or it was possible for a quick filter to contain an order, so an order by clause, but this was not picked up as we hard-coded the WSJF and ranking ourselves. And now we bypass that once we see that the quick filter has an order or an order by clause. Yeah. So that makes it possible for you to rank these or to sort the unplanned issues according to your needs in case you don't use WSJF, for example. Another example of a working, it's a little bit easier to make out what the ordering is because we are ordering by the summary, and you can see it goes from the Z downward to the S, at least in the screenshot. You can see the order is actually applied and is not respecting the WSJF values here anymore. All right. Going over to a few little more improvements within Agile Hive. We set this for a while now that we are going to remove the cron job for the menu or for the global manual recalculation. We wanted to remove that in September, as I indicated in our PI overview, like this one, the bottom of the page. We were actually, we removed the cron job in the beginning of September with, I wrote 370, that's wrong. That was in the last version already. We also made a few adjustments with the hint and info texts on the page to better reflect the state where all the other recalculations are present in the project settings. So we also removed all already scheduled cron jobs. Not all cron jobs apparently, but a cron job for the recalculation, because just removing the feature in the code did not remove the actual cron job. So we made that. So we made sure that the cron job will not run in the future anymore. Another small improvement, I think some of you might like it. We added our first JQL function into Agile Hive, and especially the JQL function to return the current PI for an art or a team project. You can see the syntax here. You will be you have to use the custom field planning interval, or sometimes you still use program increment, and you will use the list operator for in, because the function returns a list of IDs of PIs, current PIs. So it looks for the current date, and it determines which PI of the art or the team that you give here as a parameter, fit into the state, or with the date fits into the current PI range. And that will give you all the issues that have the current PI set. Might be good for some of you who are using scripts or custom filters for their current PIs, so you don't have to manually change the ID every few weeks. Niels, you want to say something?
Yeah, I have a question. How will I be informed about this functionality and how it works? Is there a
Good question,
documentation
Niels.
entry
Good
or something
question.
like that when I'm not attending this review?
Very good question. Some of you might know that Atlassian is not very good in their documentation. I actually couldn't get the auto suggestion for this function working. So if you start typing cur and expect that it will suggest you rent PI for art, that is currently not working. We will document the functionality of this JQL function in our in our documentation. But as I said, you will not get an auto suggestion for this as of now. We plan to implement a few other JQL functions in the future. Hopefully, we will figure out how we can get this suggestion. But this is just so you know, we now have this function, and you can use it regardless if Jira will prompt this function to you. And if you enter the wrong values here or use the wrong operator, it will still give you the hint what you have to do, but just not for the name. Sorry. All right. Moving over to the next one. We were made aware that our project recalculate properties functionality was available for all the project administrators. And in the past, the recalculation or the manual recalculation was only available for Jira or system administrators. So people who have a broader overview of the system state and the usage state of a system, and also the hardware and resource monitoring of the instance. And we changed the accessibility for this function back to Jira and system administrators instead of project administrators, because they know the perfect time point or timing, so when to trigger this possibly resource hungry, especially on portfolio level, functionality, and can better integrate that into their daily work routine. I get a thumbs up here already. Very good. Yeah. I hope this came over quite clear, because it's difficult to explain. All right. And for the last improvement, as the scaled agile page now also added the 100 value to their Fibonacci range. We also made the 100 as the highest value for the Fibonacci range in the WSJF custom fields available. So you can now also choose this value if you want to determine a very unspecific or big value here. Yeah. That's that for today. These were all the things that we were able to implement in the last few weeks. As I said, most of them will be released within this week. Currently testing the release. Yeah. Are there any questions to these features, improvements? You're welcome. Okay, there are no other questions. Yeah, this brings me to our overview for our current PI. Most of the listed features here, we were able to accomplish already. We should be, because it's the end of the third sprint. So as of now, we are working on the toggle parents in the overview component. That's what I just showed you earlier. We want to finish that. And after that, we want to start working on applying a custom order to these issues here by also respecting the order by clause in the quick filter or in the JQL autocomplete field here. In the first implementation of this will only work in the plain issue list here, because it makes it easier for us to not respect the parent groups as well. We might implement that later. Right. And we are currently working on making Agile Hive compatible for Jira 10. Some of you might have heard already, Atlassian published a new Jira version, Jira 10, and it's based on a new platform. So a lot of breaking changes. Not as many breaking changes as were expected initially, but still enough to give us a little headache. So multi-hive is coming soon. Yes, it is coming soon. As I said, I will be building the release within the next 1 or 2 days, and then it'll be in the marketplace at the end of the week. I hope it was great for you. You are pleased with the changes, and hopefully we will see you on the next review. As I mentioned earlier, it's on the 22nd of October. And hopefully we can present you the currently blue features there, as well as being green now. That will be great. All right, then have a great day. See you in a month, and hopefully you will enjoy the release 3.70 in the future.